Okay, folks. Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, Pepper. Hey, Cecilia. How you doing? Glad you could make it. Hey, Molly. Link is in the chat if you want to come up. At least I think it's in there. I think I put it in there, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Hope things are going well for you guys. Yeah, as you can see, my subscription ran out yesterday, so I'm gonna have to wait until tomorrow to get it right back up and going. But I am here now. Only I've got this is my last regular live stream of the year. So I have no idea what's going to be happening exactly, but we're going to find out, aren't we? How is New Mexico, Pepper? And by the way, loved your guard cat. Just saying. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. It's really cold out. I might have to crank the heat up, hon.
Yep.
You hear it?
The wind.
Uh-huh. Hey, Jarrett, how you doing, brother? I will make sure to bring that bow in tomorrow with me. No, it's like the 31st, he said. So that's Sunday. We'll figure something out. Or is it Friday you're saying you're going to be here? I can't remember. I got to turn up the heat in the house for a second, folks. Give me a moment. Oh, Arizona? I lived in Arizona for 6 months. And you know Molly and Jason are from Arizona originally. Okay, I cranked it up. Hopefully it'll start kicking in. Sorry about that. I had to get the turn. Yep, I'll have the bow. It's right over there. I'll throw it in the van tonight or tomorrow morning. Was your tire going flat there, girl, or what? I only saw the one. I'm going to be eating some cookies with milk here, folks. Some of the best iced oatmeal cookies you can get for under $2. These are good cookies. Her voice is almost gone, but she's right there. They're asking how you're doing, hon. Just can't talk right now.
Still can't talk for the darn, but
she's on the mend, but we'll be picking up her meds tomorrow. That way she'll feel a lot more better over the weekend and through the new year. And yeah, she's going to attempt to go back to work tomorrow. So I don't know how that's going to work for her, but she's going to try. I'm sorry, I can't stop her from eating milk and cookies. Hon.
What?
Cecilia says no dairy.
Too late.
Okay, you can't see it, but
it's pneumonia.
But on a good note, the blood clot that she had in her lungs is gone. So that's good. She's healing. Oh yeah, I didn't have it. She did. Surprisingly enough, I didn't.
I had the flu, and it turned into pneumonia.
Oh, okay. About the same time you gave me the flu.
Yep.
Okay. I had the flu a while back. Got it for 2 days, really hard, and it's gone. Now she's got it, and yeah. Hey, Blake, how you doing, brother? By the way, Jarrett, where do you want to meet up? I don't get off work until 2:30, so I need to know where we can meet up for. I can give you the bow and everything else that's in it. So you can do what you will. And yes, I am eating milk and cookies. I already had supper, so this is my dessert. Ooh, ouch. Hope they feel better. Jarrett said his family's had that for the last. Jarrett says his family's had it for the last week.
Yep.
We don't have any garlic. We have honey, but no garlic. I do know that whiskey and honey work really well. And Jenny said it worked, but it's like it really kicks her where she lives because the whiskey too smooth for her.
I'm not used to whiskey.
No. But she is on the med slowly. I'm sorry, folks. I'm a little chilly. For some reason, our temperature in here is 68, even though we got the temperature turned up. It's slowly building up the temperature. So sometime about midnight, it'll be like, we can't breathe. But we'll be there. I was planning on talking about hand warmers and stuff like that. The metal kind. Some of my favorite, other things. Okay. It'll be right after Jenny gets off work. So, hun, they're going to be at the hotel in Des Moines.
Okay.
About 4:30. So after I pick you up, we can go drop off the bow.
Sure.
Yeah, we can do that. After she gets off work, we would go some. I can't buy garlic until tomorrow, and she'll have her meds by then. Well, let's see. What was I going to... What did I do with that? I had something I was going to play around with today. Okay. One of the things I was going to talk about, if I can find everything, is hand warmers. The chemical kind, as well as the kind you use with lighter fluid and stuff like that. I have several throughout the house. Okay, that's cool. But we got to go pick up Ian tomorrow. He's in Marshalltown, so it's a little bit of a drive for us. So we're hopefully everything gets going. Rechargeable hand warmer. I don't know much about those. What did I do with mine? Give me a second here. I have my regular one. I might have dropped it because I had all this stuff on the shelf, and Mac likes to come up and push things off the shelf just to get his way. I have them in a nice bag and everything. I had them over here, but they're not here at the moment. What the heck? One moment. I'll be right back. I'll show you what I mean. There. Okay. What did I do? I know I had it.
What are you looking for?
My hand warmers. They were in the little bags. One's in a canvas bag. One's in a different colored bag. I had them over here, but now I can't find them. I didn't move them either. Oh, I guess I did. I got one right here. It's called a Johnny or a Joni type situation. They work really extremely well. They're really warm. And I got this for a couple bucks at a flea market. It's not very big. And I've got like several. I'm looking at another one over there. But this one here is really shiny. I'm not sure what year this one's coming. But this one was made in Minneapolis, Minnesota. As you guys can see. And it works on the same principles as a lighter. You just pull this off. You put your fuel in there. You light it. Put this on. And you put this in here to help protect your hands, obviously. Like that. And you can keep yourself warm. So there you guys. I mean, I like I said, I've got big sizes and small sizes. Some of them are. This one here is, what's this one? This one's a Korean one that I picked up at a flea market. I don't have a bag for it at the moment, unfortunately. I guess I could find a little thing here, but it actually is in pretty decent shape. But this one, like I said, is Korean. I'm not sure if you guys can read that. Yeah, made in Korea. Hey, Rob, how you doing, brother? Just discussing hand warmers and stuff. And most of these just generally take simple lighter fuel. This actually costs more than the actual hand warmer. And you can light it with a lighter, light it with a match, whatever. But these things, some of them have been known to last 8 hours, some for 12. The bigger, I have some bigger ones, but they were not very good shape. Like I said, I've got another one. It's in a canvas bag I just put in there. I tested them both. They work fine. I'm a little leery about using one of these things while I'm sleeping or something like that, but because I don't want to get burns or catch anything on fire. So if anybody knows more about these, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, I do have access to, the regular generic hot hands hand warmers. And, they got 2 hand warmers in each bag. And they provide up to 10 hours of heat. What do you guys like to use? I mean, these would be great for like when you're hunting or something like that. And Pepper, while I know you're in Arizona, it can get cold there. So I used to live in Phoenix and Mesa and Queens Creek. Good to know, Rob. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Blake said he got an electric one. I don't know how much those work, but I'm sure he can inform us on that fact. But I have heard that they can be doubled as battery chargers for your phone, I think. I'm not sure. This is topic a little off that I was planning on doing, but hey, it's hand warmers. That's thought to be something interesting because it's a little cold here. It is a balmy 33 degrees. but it feels much colder with the wind chill and stuff. Pepper, do me a favor. Please stay warm. And shake out your boots in the morning. Oh, good. Make sure. I'm glad I was right about that particular topic. I wasn't sure. I mean, I've gotten hot hands before. I mean, I've got boxes of this stuff. But the thing is, they only last 10 hours, and they're not reusable. I like the fact that you could reuse this kind or this kind. You just need a little bag for them. But only use them during the day. So I have talked to people who have used alternative methods of keeping warm while camping overnight in cooler weather, using a pop bottle and or some other bottle and just urinating in them and tucking them in like they were a hot water bottle. Do you have any of the hand warmers? Blake's what brand of hand warmers do you have, Blake, by the way? Oh, here's Cliff. Give me a second here. My milk over here out of the way where I don't spill anything.
But I'm also a cheese fart.
There you are.
Everybody. Hey, how's it going, Colin?
We're actually discussing hand warmers today.
Saw that.
Do you have any?
I do not.
I do know it can get below freezing there in New Mexico.
It's been below freezing for the last 3 days at night. I've been struggling to keep my greenhouse above 50. I guess it dropped down to like 20 degrees.
Did Pepper ever contact you?
Nope.
I gave her your number. But she's in Arizona now. She's gone walkabout.
Yeah, that's why. I guess that's why she said it's warmer over there than normal.
Right.
Yeah, down here we have ridiculously high UV. Also high Pepper. Hi Cecilia, Blake. I know you're in here. Rob, I seen you in here a second ago.
I got this. This one here is a Korean. I'm not sure if you can read that right there.
No, that's a hand warmer.
Yeah,
Koreans
have
have legs
warmer.
and arms.
It's a Korean hand warmer. But this one.
Oh, and also hi Kansas. How's it going?
Yep. This is it's called a Johnny. It's from Minnesota.
It's from Minnesota, eh?
Yep.
Minnesota, the lower Canada.
It's the other Canada.
It's lower Canada.
Lower Canada. I've tried this one here out. It actually works really freaking well to the point where, I mean, it's hard to hold on to.
Yeah, you're supposed to wear gloves when you hold those things.
I was wearing gloves.
Oh,
There's only one Canada. What about East Canada?
There's no. You get all the southern states that border Canada. Most of them states, they talk just like Canadians.
I was talking about Newfoundland.
No, it's Old Finland.
That's what I called East Canada. Because I'm not sure if they're officially a part of them or they're their own separate little country. I never could ever figure that out. Ooh, you got 144 degrees? Oh, wow. Okay, Blake's got an Ozark Trail one that could double as a battery pack in a pinch.
Yeah, and looks like an oven at the same time. A freaking stove at the same time.
Newfoundland is a part of Canada. I wasn't sure because I mean they don't. Not a lot of people talk about Newfoundland, to be honest. When they say they're from Canada, they don't say, "Oh, I'm from Newfoundland." Like
No,
they
they just
mean
say they're from Canada.
they don't say they're Canadian.
No, they usually tell you the province they're from.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Ah.
Oh. Because I forgot to click it off. That's why.
Ads.
Oh.
Oh,
I clicked on a thing and it stuck on the chat because that's just what it is. Hey, Cliff, if you look above you a little bit, you'll notice that my logo is missing.
no, I got a ceiling.
Ha 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 ha. No, my thing ended yesterday. I won't be able to pay my new subscription until tomorrow.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, it is. How much was that? Was the hand warmer, Blake? I mean, something like this would be great for like I'm hunting or ice fishing or something. And the fact that it's reusable without having to be recharged is a bonus. And you don't have to go through a ton of these, Cliff.
Fuel sticks.
No, this is the hot hands.
Oh,
I picked these up at the at Stuffs. This is actually half the bag I used to have, but I only paid $2.99 for a whole bag of these. It just says a bag of hand warmers, and each one has two. So
$10 and it's a flashlight. Ooh, that's
oh, it's a flashlight too. Okay, that's cool.
Stupid seal. Suck on that.
Hey, Cliff.
You. Yeah. Not me. I'm not making those comments. Those comments don't
You
come
started
from
with the sickly sweet comment.
Well, I read it. Just not comment for me.
Well, I have gloves, Cecilia. I actually have the ones that have the fingerless gloves, then the mittens part. I actually gave up the gloves my sister got me because my hands were too big. And I knew that Jenny did not have proper gloves. So I gave the gloves I had from her to my wife because she needed them more than I did. That's what you're supposed to do. Hey, Molly.
Molly! Yeah.
I guess he's gonna pick up a couple of those electric hand warmers and flashlights. For $10, it's not bad. What do you think, Cliff?
That's if they still have them.
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to look and see if they have them here or not. Let me see here. Let's see here. What about Walmart? Walmart.com.
Yeah, I'm tired. Ugh.
Sorry for bowing out yesterday, guys, but my knee hurt so bad I was crying. I ended up having to take one of my hydrocodones, which I don't like to do.
I ain't sticking my hands under my armpits because then my hands smell like armpit.
I'm looking at the electric hand warmers, and I don't see anyone even. Oh wait, it's a tiny little 5,000 milliamp hand warmer for $10.82. That's not very big. Here, I'll show you. There it is. What do you think, Cliff?
Yeah, that looks like something entirely different.
It's a hand warmer. That's what it says. 5 hours of continuous warmth. Oh my gosh.
Only 5 hours?
Only 5 hours. I guess you get them in different colors. I don't know which one that he has, so. He didn't say which one he got, so. $10 and it's a flashlight. That's all it says. He said.
Just realized.
Try rechargeable hand warmer, see if that helps. I got one for 18, one for 23, one for 21, but nothing major or anything like that. For, you know, the closest one is like 10 bucks, but it's like a 1500 milliamp one, and you really can't really do much with that. I mean, a couple hours of warmth, then it's dead. Okay, let me check up Ozark Trail. Oh, okay, there it is. It's a 5200 milliamp one. This is not bad. Not a bad one, actually. There we go. $9.97. It's got double heating. It's got 3 temps. And what else does it do? 3 temperature levels. USB-C rechargeable. Cable included. Doubles as a power bank. Built-in flashlight. Runtime 4 to 8 hours. And it takes 2 to 3 hours to charge. Maybe. As a back, I see it more as a backup battery than would it be anything like anything else. You want some more cookies, hon?
I already got some.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you wanted more. That's what I'm saying. I didn't see if you were out or not. Now, I mean, if it was more like a 10,000 milliamp one or something like that, that might be a little bit more worthwhile. But I don't know. Do they have another one or not? Let me see. I'm sorry, I'm just looking. They have a 5200 milliamp. Here's a 10,000 one for 25. Okay, this is a 10 milliamp one, and it's same types as Tesla's. Runs up to 15 hours. 3 levels of heating settings. Premium chip of temperature control. Design output. 10 watt output, works as a portable charger. Okay. That one's not too bad itself. A little bit more, but you get a little bit more for that. I've been working my butt off and drinking tons of water. This is the only time I'm having dessert, and it's, you know, oatmeal. I don't know. I mean, if it's a backup one, I don't know. I'm waiting for Cliff to come back before I can talk to him. If anybody else wants to come up, the link is in the chat. Did you see the one I had posted there for the one for 25, Cliff?
Yeah.
It was a 10,000 milliamp rechargeable heater. It had a 10 watt charger if you wanted to use it as a phone charger, and it lasted up to 15 hours, not 5 hours. It's like 3 times the output. Still has the multiple changing temperature rating, but only $25. I mean, I got this thing, you know, I just fill it up with one of these and I'm good to go for a long time. But I can't sleep with this, you know, running. That's the only thing I can't do, because Fire hazard, obviously. It's not pinned. It's in the chat. Give me a moment.
I already got it.
I'll post it again. Oh, thank you.
No, losing both of your legs sucks.
Losing my knee hurts. I can tell you that. So
I lost my mind, but that doesn't hurt. That just freaks everybody else out.
Gonna rock night down to Electric Avenue. Hey, Molly.
Hello.
Mole.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. We're having dinner right now, and Jason's trying to book our campground for Mid-America meetup.
Oh, so you're going all the, was that like in Ohio or something like that?
Arkansas.
Arkansas?
Uh-huh.
I have family that live there, but I haven't seen them in over 20 years. So last time I was in Arkansas, we went diamond hunting and trout fishing for the first time, which was a
Really?
It's 10:30. I'm not even sure what I got, to be honest. Let's see here. What commercial did I end up with?
Just turn AdSense off.
No, I got nothing.
I got Hy-Vee. But as I say, as cookies go, oatmeal cookies are healthier than most.
Still a cookie.
Yeah. It's better than having a bunch of chocolate.
How much are you charging?
80. They want the full amount.
Oh, okay.
How do you get them before we do? Oh, she's an hour ahead of us.
That still doesn't make any sense for the ads. Ads are still going to pop up on the stream at the same time, no matter where you're at.
Okay, I know where you're at, Jarrett. I think we've been there before. Over by the airport. Okay. Well, I'll contact you when I get closer. When you meet me downstairs. Yes, you're special. Now, if you had to be in a cold situation, both Molly and Cliff, how would you keep either your vehicle warm without turning it on, or because you got a minivan, he's got his truck.
Oh, we could snuggle. I don't mind.
Well, what if it's colder than that?
I got wool blankets. I got 2 thermal blankets and a sleeping bag. I'm going to be pretty damn warm.
Yeah. I've got the Heat Buddy if I really needed to use it. But I'm not sure if I want to use it in that enclosed of space.
Yeah, it's the 3 numbers.
What?
Security code's the 3 numbers, right?
The last 3 numbers on your back.
But that's pretty much. I mean, we got the minivan right now, but can't really do much with my truck right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, you need a shell on that thing. I need to get one. I'm going to try to get a shell this year.
Oh, Pepper's got a shell on hers finally.
Nice.
It's a little rough looking, but she's probably got it decked out on the inside. And I would love to have a shell on mine because
I really got to get one for mine. That way I can go do stuff and just chill in the back of that thing.
Okay, thanks, Rob. Because I have the 5-gallon water propane tank that I can hook up with a hose.
Where's the problem?
Flannel sleeping bag for the wind.
Oh yeah, we do live in the desert, Pepper, and it does get cold at night.
It gets if you can actually freeze water, and at night, you can be 100 in the daytime, but below freezing in the at night.
Yeah, our high
There's nothing holding the heat in.
50, and our low was like 20.
It's still freezing.
Oh yeah, it was colder than Hades this morning.
Now, I mean, if you really had to, you could get away with maybe if you can figure out a way to do it, a candle ceramic heater type situation.
You're not going to get that working in a truck.
Not my truck, no. In a minivan, maybe if I had a big enough one, but
You run the risk of the way those things work is you run the risk of burning your car liner on top liner. You run the risk of catching that on fire.
yeah, catching something on fire. Because those things with the ceramic pots and stuff like that, and using the tea light candles, that produces a lot of heat.
I've seen those things get up to like 400 degrees.
They put out they work for what they do, but I'm not sure how well you would be able to heat a vehicle.
The problem is only the top of that technically is really hot. The bottom of it's not really warm.
No.
But yeah, probably not recommend using a ceramic heater style in your vehicle.
Or even using like a Trangia or anything like that either.
You probably use one of those, but again, you're not going to get a lot of radiant heat. It's just
That's what the ceramic pots are for, technically. But you say it runs the same issue. Actually, it burns hotter, if anything, than the candles do. Yes, Mac, you want to say hi? I'm sure that Cliffy would like to say hi.
What up, Macus? Macus, a cacus, a smackus, a crackus, a packus, a tackus.
He's trying to crawl underneath my sleeping bag that I have over my lap right now. I did see a guy who made a candle heater out of, he had 4 of the 10-hour emergency candles in a box with some, I'm not sure how he had these pipes. He had a fresh air intake. He had 2 other parts going out with an exhaust going somewhere else. But the radiant heat kept the box little
Yeah,
thing.
he used I think I know exactly. He made his own. It was like a homemade camp sled.
Something like that, yeah. And
Yellow
the thing
and
is,
green.
he said it was like 90 degrees in that thing.
Oh yeah, because what he used an old ammo crate.
Yeah, something like that.
And he put a hinge on the front, like a glass front hinge, and then just put candles in that thing.
The only thing he said he was only limited by how tall the candles had to be in order to work. And when they got down to a certain point, they stopped working.
Oh, Jason.
So, hey, Jason.
Hello.
But I would see with an emergency candle, that would like a 72-hour emergency candle or something like that. That would probably, if you can figure out something similar, would work in a car, I would think.
20th.
Personally, the best bet would be the UCO candle lanterns.
The thing is, you'd have to worry about CO2 or something like that.
Well, anytime you light a candle in your car, you're going to have to worry about that problem.
Right.
So whether it's a candle lantern or a freaking ceramic heater, it's the same effect. You have to have a window open somewhere, or at least your vent open.
Right.
That way you're at least getting some sort of fresh air return.
When I had my 85 Ford Ranger pickup, it had a topper, and it had the split window where you had to go between front and back and all that stuff. And I had the back was actually completely done. It was carpeted. It was padded. It was comfortable. I car camped in that thing many times, just because I liked going someplace. I just crawl in the back and I'm good to go.
All right, here it is right here.
But
Yeah.
I really miss that pickup sometimes.
You got the email?
But for something like just a simple, too bad they don't make. I mean, electric ones work to a point, but you can't recharge them if you're in the middle of nowhere.
You can if you have a charging system.
Can you finish my food?
I can't finish mine.
Oh,
I
okay.
looked at the one that Blake was talking about. It takes like 2 to 3 hours to recharge. And I mean, even with a little solar panel charger thing, that's going to take a while, especially if you're cold.
Now you have to also have some
How many
chargers.
detonate?
Unless you're doing you have more than a couple, and you're charging one as you're using one, and you have another one as a backup.
Well, if the thing lasts 15 hours.
That's the newer one. That's the $25 one. But the $10 one that he's got only lasts like 5 hours
I have ranch.
or so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so you basically charge one, use one, charge one, use one, use one, charge one.
Yeah, that might work. Now, I've done the car camping thing multiple times. Truck camping, especially. I don't have the fancy topper yet, but that's on my list of things to find.
I've camped in the back of a truck in an emergency. I actually had an emergency situation. Me and a buddy of mine actually got stuck on the side of a mountain.
What were you doing?
We were going camping.
And you got stuck, huh?
GPS told us to go the wrong direction, which is a four-wheel drive trail, and it doesn't tell you that at the bottom of the hill. So we get to the other side of the mountain, and the thing was going over, and we got stuck in mud.
Oh, I thought you got stuck in the snow or something.
No, well, there was snow and mud and water.
Stuck.
What was
We
that?
slept in the back of his truck.
Stuck is stuck.
Yeah, stuck is stuck.
True.
But yeah, slept in that overnight. Air mattresses for the both of us, both our sleeping bags, and we covered ourselves with a tarp.
Well, town and countries are decent. I mean, I swear by Dodge Grand Caravans. Something about them that they're with the proper setup. I slept for almost a year in a minivan with a futon mattress.
Oh yeah, you rip out the back two seats or the back seat.
But when it got to about wintertime, oh man, that was tough and rough. Just to let's just say it, But
Well,
thing
yeah,
is,
one, vehicles aren't insulated.
no. Now, if I knew now, then what I know now about how to insulate the windows and stuff like that, I could have made it a little bit more, comfortable. But this is before YouTube for me, about 20-some years ago.
Yeah, what you do is you take a drill bit and you pop a hole in there about the same size as the diameter of the injection hose and a can of spray foam, and you stick that sucker in your
Scooter in the
vehicle
house?
walls. Insulated that way with expanding foam.
Right here.
I would have just made got some foam board and just cut them out in the shape of the windows.
Well, that's for the windows, but if you want to insulate the rest of it, like the paneling on your vehicles.
Oh, I didn't know anything about. I didn't do anything about those because I didn't know what to do back then. But I was working full time, but I was just under that poverty level where I didn't have enough to actually get a new place. You know what I mean?
We're gonna toss out the tamales because they're getting old.
That's fine.
So, something. If I would have had something like this, I would have been awesome. But nope. And the tough part is like when you're in the middle of the winter and you're in a vehicle and you're trying to sleep and you have to go to the bathroom, but you have to get out of the vehicle when you're warm, and it sucks. Then you have to go
let all the cold air in, and then it takes you 10 minutes to warm up again.
Exactly. But I've heard people talk about, pee in a bottle, use that bottle for a hot water bottle, basically. Which you can do. It's a little disgusting, but it works.
Hey, well, as long as you remember in the morning that's pee and not lemonade, and drink that in the morning, that's fine.
But I didn't buy lemonade.
Why do I have yellow Gatorade in a Powerade bottle?
I thought I was out.
Swig of that, and you're like, "Ooh, nope, that ain't lemonade."
No, or Powerade.
Huh?
I want to make her too sick.
Okay.
Hey, Jason, do you have know anything about like hand warmers and stuff? Both the chemical ones or the ones like this?
Oh, I'm not on my computer. Hold on. Be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, wrong kind of electrolytes. You don't want those ones.
Nope. But I was, I mean,
It's
I haven't
red
done
velvet
the
ones you
walking out
had.
blue like Pepper since I was in high school. So, I did that back then. Not so much now. I'm too old and too fat. And none
He
of
has
that,
these metal ones that are covered in like velvet.
like something like this.
No, they're covered in velvet.
Well, the thing is, I've
And
got a
they
little
take
pouch.
the sticks. They
This
take
one here is actually, it looks, it's in pretty good shape, as you can see.
Jeez,
I haven't tried this one yet because it needs a case for it.
on this one.
But I don't know. Does anybody need one?
Okay.
Green light special.
Right. Our special.
That's actually kind of cool. It wouldn't work with the other bottle because apparently the actual liquid in it. Look at this.
Hey, Cliff. One.
Look at that. I've got that same light under there, and you can't even see it.
Too late. I put a 1 in the chat.
You suck butt.
Hey, you got it in front of you, dude.
Well, I was just testing something with the bottle. I wanted to do the.
You didn't specify on that.
I was testing out the illumination aspect because you know how you can get like a small light and then put like a milk jug or water bottle on top of it.
Yeah, those actually illuminate really well, especially with the headlamps.
Oh yeah, they do. But I've got this one, so it's a square one, so it, like the whole thing.
Right. I've got my little blue one somewhere. I can't remember what it is. It's probably up. I think it's up in our shell up here. But that would do the same thing.
I'll have to check what I can do with my when my milk jug is empty. I'll see if I can. I'll use that one. I'll use that one with one of my other flashlights.
I don't know if I have anything that would work for that or not.
Oh, you guys got my lemonade bottle. I wonder how well that one would work.
It probably worked really well with that one.
30-ounce container.
Shit, that was bright.
That one, that's pretty cool, Cliff.
That was
Lemonade
lemonade
for the win. Now you got your headlamp, don't you?
I have a bunch of headlamps, but the problem is,
Are they charged?
yeah, I just don't know where they're at. I have like 3 or 4 headlamps, but I keep moving them.
But that's a good idea,
I'm
though.
wearing my hat. Technically, the flashlight that I normally have clipped right here, it just goes on my hat, and that's my headlamp.
Well, Ian's got one of the. I got Ian one of those orange ones with the built-in light right here.
Mm-hmm.
He loves that thing. He took it up to his mom's, and I haven't seen it since.
Cecilia and Pepper are going to be right back.
Yep. By the way, I've got pictures of where Pepper was earlier. She sent me pictures.
I've been down there.
Huh?
Where in Arizona did she go?
I'll show you what pictures I have. And
I think she was heading towards Tombstone area.
Let me see here. Give me a second. I got to pull up her chat here.
38 degrees.
It is cold outside.
It is cold.
Yeah, how cold is it, Jason?
38.
How cold is it?
38. I think I'm sitting at. Let me go find my phone.
Okay, here's
Down to
one of the
29.
pictures that she sent me.
Greenhouse.
Oh, that's a dead giveaway.
61 degrees in the greenhouse.
Where is it,
In
Molly?
the desert.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's half of Arizona.
I know that.
Half of Arizona, Utah, Nevada, New Mexico.
There's that. Is the other picture she sent me.
And we're supposed to guess off of this picture?
I have no idea where she's at because she hasn't told me exactly. She just said Arizona.
She definitely
She
took the
could be
cat
in
with her.
Queen Creek. Who knows?
I lived in Queens Creek. It doesn't look anything like it.
Hold on, don't change anything. Hold on.
Go back to the one with the mountain.
I see the mountain in the background. Hold on.
That one does have mountains.
Zoom in on that mountain.
How about that one?
Well, here's something I'm going to show you on this other one. Give me a second. This one right here.
Got that one. The other mountains. The one
Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me do something here.
Snow-covered peaks. Zoom into those. Remember, I'm a few seconds behind.
Okay. This has got a campsite here.
Let's see. Looks like she might be up there by.
Well, that's definitely the Sierra Nevada mountain range.
No, that's up there by Roosevelt Lake.
And she's got a guard cat.
Right.
Well, it looks like Roosevelt Lake area. Oh, look, a panther.
Yep, panther. But that's all I got. All the information I got about her.
Those mountains look like they're right there off of Roosevelt Lake area.
I was going to wait for her to come back. We can ask her questions.
It's hard to tell.
The straps are to keep the cover on the truck.
Straps? What straps?
That we're holding the camper shell on the truck.
Yeah. Apparently, she doesn't have the clamps. She didn't know about shell clamps, which are pretty simple to get and get a hold of.
Go lay down.
No, you can't make me.
Well, then get your nose out of my dog's butt.
I don't want to be. My nose is not anywhere near your dog's butt.
Well, I saw
This
what I
is.
saw.
I'm not.
If you're taking credit, then credit is due.
Yeah, like I said, she. I don't think she knows about those, Rob. So
Might not be
she could probably stop off at any hardware store and pick some up.
Yeah, just buy C-clamps.
That's what I meant. That's what I had on mine, and it didn't take much to keep them clamped down and sealed and stuff. But it'd be a lot cheaper and safer than straps, obviously.
Yeah, but all you need is about a 3 to 6 inch C-clamp, and you need about 8 of them.
Well, when she gets back in here, we'll explain that to her. That way, she doesn't have to have everything clamped down. She can do everything from the inside,
Since this
and it shouldn't have to worry about it flying off.
Well, maybe she's not doing like 2,000 miles an hour down the highway.
I honestly can't tell you how fast she drives because I've never ridden with her. She's ridden with me, but when she was a little girl, not the other, but that's been a long time.
Colin's making me an alcoholic.
Huh?
Said Colin's making me an alcoholic.
I just put one in the chat, and you're the one that brought out the alcohol.
I only brought it out because I was testing something with light diffusion. And the light literally won't diffuse through this stuff because it's thicker than mud.
Well, that's a new bottle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw how new the bottle
When I
was
opened
before
yesterday.
I said it. I do have Pepsi, but it's in the fridge right now. No, I'm sorry.
Mine's in my cup.
Right over there. I have to bring it over here to go get it. I'll be right back, folks. I got to go use the restroom.
And bring back a Pepsi.
I got one right over there. I just got to bring it back when I do. I'm still
Here's
drinking my
what
milk.
she just told you.
Temperature is slowly rising up. No, there's no way.
I saw your video, Cliff.
Oh, I saw your comment, Molly.
Did you?
I did. I gave it a thumbs up in a thingamajig.
Well, I try to leave some kind of comment. I don't know if it helps
I
with
figured
the
if I did it.
algorithm or what.
Well, I figured if I did a short video, I'd get more views on it and people watching. No, I've had like 6 views on the whole thing, the whole fucking day.
Oh, sorry about that.
That is that's very distressing. I do a long video, I get like at least 15 people who watch it. I do a short video that's allows people for the attention span of a caffeinated ferret. 5 views, or 6 views. Either that or I've gotten more views and just nobody commented on it. You don't screw those things down, Rob. Those things, no. You can bolt it down, but don't screw it down. I've seen those things rip off in the wind because somebody screwed it down with metal screws.
Yeah.
The self-tapping screws.
Bless you. Bless
Gesundheit.
you.
See, I got my Pepsi.
Okay.
I'm not going to drink it right now because I'm drinking milk.
Ugh.
I am not
Laverne.
Laverne. Sorry, I can't do that. I don't know where Pepper's at, but
Probably wherever she's at. She probably went to the bathroom.
probably. Well, she's out in the middle of nowhere. She's not very shy.
Well, if there's nobody around, she's probably just peeing on it. She probably sat
Next
on
to
a
her
cactus.
truck.
No, she probably
Oh, I
sat
hope
on
she
a
doesn't
cactus.
take it on a cactus. That would suck.
I ran into a cactus one time. It's not fun.
I backed into one with my lower leg. Oh my god, it sucked.
I head first butted a cactus. I had like 50 cactus thorns in my head.
I didn't even touch it and it spit thorns at me.
Oh, one of those cactuses.
And they were super fine.
The cactus that are in the picture that I showed you,
Oh, no, that's a prickly pear or a panda bear cacti.
they have something similar to that here in Iowa, actually. Back in Eddyville, where I'm from, they have a lot of sand dunes, and there's cacti there.
No, the ones you got to worry about the most, barrel cactus.
We don't have barrels here. We have the like a prickly pear version.
Yeah, you've got this standard like leaf style cactus that
Right.
does the little fruits in the summertime.
Hey, Johnny Mac,
Hey,
thank
Johnny.
you for coming. I didn't share this thing out other than sending it to Facebook and,
Johnny!
well, the formerly known as Twitter,
It's still Twitter.
the X channel, whatever it is.
No,
Still hasn't cleared the
it's gonna
account.
be
yet.
Twitter.
Why they change it? It makes no sense.
I refuse to acknowledge it as 10.
Is that what they wanted it to be?
Hi, Johnny
Well,
Mac.
That's what an X is. X is 10 in numerical
Hey,
value.
AJ.
Ajax, how you doing, brother? Thanks for coming.
Hey, Tyler, how's it going?
I'm trying to debate whether I go live Sunday night through Monday.
Why?
New Year's?
No.
I'm not working that day.
Jason is.
I'm off Monday, so
No, Jason has to work New Year's Day.
I'm
And
sorry,
New Year's
Jason. By the way, Johnny Mac and Tyler, question for you. Do you have hand warmers, and what kind do you use? Do you use the chemical temporary ones? Do you use the metal kind, or use the electronic rechargeable ones? Or as Jarrett did, he used heated rocks from a campfire. Though I'm a little leery about that one, to be honest.
Well, you don't stick them in the campfire. You stick them around the outside of the campfire.
I know, but I mean, how do you get them close to your body without being too hot? You know, how do you adjust that?
Wool blanket.
Dirt.
I did see there's a channel on TikTok called Outdoor Boys. The guy from Alaska, he built this long fire, then he buried it.
Yeah.
Then he slept on top of it without a sleeping bag.
Yeah, because with the coals, is they sit there and smolder underground, despite the fact that they have no oxygen. They'll smolder for hours.
He said you got to make sure you use dry dirt, not wet.
Right?
Otherwise, you'd steam yourself to death.
Well, you'd smother yourself.
Because
Well, you'd smother the fire and the coals because they would get damp and soggy. But yeah, you would smoke yourself out.
no, because the heat would basically create the steam from the wet sand or dirt or whatever you're using, and basically you'd be like a clam bake. So I'm waiting to see what Johnny Mac and Ajax has to say about those. Rob, what kind of hand warmers do you have again? Do you have the chemical ones, or I mean the temporary? These hot hand style.
Yeah, he does. Johnny Mac doesn't use hand warmers.
Okay. Okay. Explain your system, please. I'm still waiting for my daughter to get back, but she's out doing something.
Right?
I always think that my daughter was born about 50 years too late. She was supposed to be a flower child, but she's not.
No.
Okay, the Zippo. That's pretty similar to what I'm using, but like I said, this is the John E. That's what the bag says. Standard size hand warmer.
No.
The floor's not warm or cold.
And I paid less than $5 for this thing,
Watch
and this thing works for what it is. I mean, I'm not sure how long it works, but it does put out a lot of heat for what I used it for.
Are you cold?
And
here earlier today. It's not as cold anymore.
okay, I can't get a hold of one of those, Johnny. Yeah, I picked this up for like $3, I think. When this one garage sale thing comes open over by Goodwill, they have a whole box of them of these style for $20. So I can find them. I'm just not sure if anybody would want one. I mean, I've got this Korean version, got a little star on it. And it's actually a pretty good shape for what it is. I'm not sure how old it is. I'm not sure what you call the head there. But it's in really good shape.
I guess the head.
Yeah, take a look, Cliff. Not damaged or anything.
Yeah, pretty clean.
I don't think it's ever been used that much. But you just pop the head off. If I can get this thing off her. And like I said, it doesn't even look. This stuff's clean.
Yeah, it looks like it's brand new.
The only thing it doesn't have is the bag that goes with it. So I mean, just find a little canvas bag to put it in. So I might give that away. I have no idea.
He just wants you
Well,
to
your Jenny's very crafty. She'd be able to. She can make one.
I'm not sure if that would be feasible with the heat and everything. Welcome back, Cecilia.
Well, you know, your choices are either canvas or leather. Leather has a higher burn resistance than canvas does. So you'd have to do a leather pouch.
I don't have any leather bags. I do have canvas sometimes. I can find canvas ones. I used one when I was in the service, but that was over 20 some years ago. And they've changed a lot since then. Yeah. You definitely got to make sure you keep the some part of your sleep system open.
That's me,
Otherwise,
baby
you will wake up soaked.
What was that?
Great Dane.
What are you doing, Cliff?
Just randomly
Don't know.
being distracted by things that I shouldn't even be paying attention to on here. 'Cause I'm over here.
Like me the other day when I was reading.
Bag of dog food.
You ever seen a story, you start reading it, you go, okay. You keep on hitting next, you keep on hitting next. It turns out it's like a really big novel instead of just a little short story. Oh, I was looking on Facebook. I saw something, Cliff, that you might find interesting. Give me a second. Hopefully I can still find it.
And I guess I got to complete my one.
One.
Right now I got to complete two. Two swigs.
Let me see. I was looking at wool blankets and stuff like that, military wool blankets and stuff, and I come across a military whoopee for like $20. A whoopee.
Is that like a baby blanket?
No.
No, it's It's similar to like the little blanket I have sitting on my bed over here. It's just a very thin, lightweight blanket. Usually was considered a poncho liner.
Yep.
Okay.
And they want 18 to $20 for it. It's in South Dakota, Sioux City, South Dakota, and SD could pick it up. I was thinking I send him the money, he picks it up, and I would have a whoopee. It's sort of like the military version of a baby blanket that most military members will never give up once they have a hold of it.
No, they usually don't. You can find them on like eBay and stuff, but a lot of the times they're in fairly rough condition.
Well, the one I saw was black, which surprisingly, usually you see green or camouflage, but black's around sometimes.
They did a limited run for a military branch. They did the Marpat camouflage pattern.
I heard about that one.
They also did the honeycomb camouflage, and that was another rare pattern. I believe Luke has actually managed to find the Marpat one. I think he's got like one or two of those. There's other companies that make the whoopee. I mean, technically, mine is. Oh shit! I forgot who made my Kelty. Mine is done by Kelty.
Well, Kelty's a good brand, though.
But their whoopies are expensive. The one I have is like $60, $70.
Well, like I said, this one here was really cheap, and I was like, I would love to have that.
Well, I like mine because it's got a nylon shell on one side, and then a nice soft. It's not quite felt, but I almost want to say it's kind of like a teddy fabric. It's just like incredibly soft. And that thing retains heat like nobody's business because of that stupid nylon shell outer coating.
Okay.
Hey, Deb.
I had the price.
Hey, Deb. Oh.
There it is, right there. $25. Still, good price. It's actually pretty decent shape.
Oh, you found her. That's cool.
But there's, the different ones they have. You have these things are really soft. I will tell you that. And like I said, most military people will not give up their whoopies.
Yeah, so those are your standard colors right there. You've got the standard camouflage. You've got the that yellow one down on the bottom. That's a yellow mil-spec.
That's like a sand color.
Yeah, that's the desert camo sand whoopee.
You got the black one, which I had showed you earlier, and then there's the khaki, like you were saying, like right here. There's.
Yeah, no, but that yellow one is that Marpat pattern.
Yeah, that's a marine poncho liner.
It's still military either way, but yeah, there's that's the wet weather liner. That one's actually got a nylon coating on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they seriously hold on? Scroll up one more line. Stop. The quilted parka liner. Now that looks like a freaking moving blanket. I'm sorry.
It does. It's a German thing.
Yeah.
Oh, check this out. $90.
That's the Gore-Tex cover for the three-phase sleeping bag system. That sucker is like $700 or $800.
They got it for $90.
That's just the Gore-Tex cover.
And as you noticed, it's got a where is it at? Yeah, it's got a little mesh screen right there.
Yeah, that's because when you're inside that thing and you have the other two phases in there, you're sitting in an oven.
Oh yeah.
Those things I think Lars has one. I think Luke has one too, and he's taken that thing down to like 15 below and slept in it.
Pepper.
There's
Hey, Pepper. Okay. Oh, well, double your amount of C-clamps, Pepper.
Yeah, it sounds like she's got a C-clamp on the front, the back, and then the same on the opposite side. Yeah, just buy
Just
4
add
more.
2 more. Add 2 more in the middle.
Yeah, and that sucker ain't going nowhere.
No.
I mean, even with 6, it's not going anywhere, but you add 2 more, it gives you more places to hang stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
So what part of Arizona are you in, Pepper?
Oh, Pepper, go to screw Walmart when it comes to shopping for like hardware. Go to Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought somebody just left the chat, like the screen. I don't know. Yeah,
I closed the window.
for like you can get a 3 clamp for like $2. They are cheap as dirt over there, but they are good C clamps.
Yeah, that way you don't have to worry about your topper coming off or anything like that. Salford,
Arizona.
Stafford area.
I don't know that particular area. I was mainly in the Phoenix Mesa area myself.
I think it's between Phoenix and Flagstaff.
My sister was living in Flagstaff. She lived in Flagstaff.
Flagstaff is the ugliest town. It really is.
No, Queens Creek, when about 20 some years ago, was.
Yeah, Harbor Freight, Pepper. Or if they still have them around, it was King Tools way back in the day before technically it turned into Harbor Freight.
Yeah, but I think she's probably going to find a Harbor Freight first, or a Walmart, depending on where she's at, because I don't know how far she is from a Walmart.
Arizona, probably not that far.
Well, depending on where in Arizona
they have at.
There's Harbor Freight everywhere in Arizona.
Those things are everywhere. I got like 3 or 4 down. Well, I got one really close to where I live, which I am so thankful for because I hated driving 30 minutes to the other one. I can get to like the Harbor Freight in my house in like 8.
Oh,
10
there
minutes.
is one. There is one there.
Dude, there's tons of them in Arizona.
There's one over on 1930 West Thatcher Boulevard. Pepper.
Pepper, you got a phone, just Google Harbor Freight and it'll pop up the nearest one towards you.
She's in Salford. That's where it's at. I just gave her the address. It opens up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
No, I was going to say Arizona should be 7 o'clock still. Well, technically they're 8 because they don't do the stupid time shift.
It says 8 on the website.
So they just closed.
Yep. But she can pick it up in the morning. It's not that far from it.
Yeah, I like Harbor. To be dead honest, people give Harbor Freight a lot of crap. Like, honestly.
There's some good stuff there.
They have a lot of their stuff. I'd rather shop at Harbor Freight for tools than Walmart.
Well, there's some things I would get at Walmart, some things I'd get at Harbor Freight. I'm sorry, Harbor Freight doesn't sell tents.
That depends on what Harbor Freight you go to.
Yep.
Well, the ones around here don't.
I mean, depending on the Harbor Freight you go to, you can actually buy a boat trailer.
I don't need a boat trailer.
I bet it got from them once.
Unless you want to make yourself
lasted a couple of years. It was still worth it.
I don't even own a boat. Though I'd love to have a canoe.
Harbor Freight sells. I'll give them this. They sell the most random stuff sometimes.
Oh, I bought a sextant from them.
All of their stuff.
I got a root beer making kit.
I know exactly which one I'm talking about. Depending on which Harbor Freight you go to, you can get you can find the ice cream maker. They've got. Harbor Freight is one of the only places I know where you can go and actually still buy those big old 3-foot put together styrofoam airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
That if you did, it always came with the 3 phases of where the tail fin would sit. Like if it was flat, you could just throw it to your friend 20 yards away, and you'd have a curve, and it would kind of curve and then just kind of lean, kind of like this. It would go whoop, and then you had the full pitch where that.
Dad found a cast iron skillet.
Oh yeah,
That's
they
cool.
sell cast iron skillets at Harbor Freight.
They sell a lot of things at Harbor Freight. They have little anvil. They have really nice anvils, but they're cheap, is what I've been told.
Yeah,
from
those
most
cast iron
experts.
anvils, don't get them. That's the one thing I will tell you. Even the table mounted vice grips, don't get those. The base is cast iron, and when you're tightening them and you're trying to use the vice, like those things, we actually had when that sucker actually broke. The whole
Snap,
base of
huh?
that thing just busted. The vice grip, the clamp itself was fine. It's the cast iron base that they had for it was just, I think it was either poor quality core, or just did not, like, when they molded it or melted it, it didn't have the high enough temperature. It didn't formulate the. I guess best way I can put it is it didn't coagulate the metal properly, so it was kind of brittle. But I mean, then again, cast iron's not really designed to take weight load.
Right. Unless you're trying to hit somebody over the head with it. Sort of like what was that name? That one cartoon with the girl with the frying pan. Huh?
Not the mama dinosaurs.
No. The
the
new one with the hair.
What?
That just confused the
Rapunzel thing with the modern version.
You're gonna have to keep hanging a few bars. I am like, you got me confused and stumped.
Tangled.
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 Yeah, that's the one. She had a
Where
frying
he
pan.
waxed the dude in the face in the bar with a cast iron skillet?
Yep. Multiple times.
Stop hitting me with the pan.
The thing is, he kept on getting up. Which means he had one heck of a constitution.
No, dude, Deb, I'm sorry, like I said, people give Harbor Freight a lot of flack, but like their power tools, yes, they're the like seemingly Chinese knockoff off brands, but the damn power tools work for the price. You're gonna get your money's worth.
I was thinking about getting one of their generators, but I can't tell you if it's going to be any good or not.
They're good.
Molly says they're good.
They're good.
How long what's their output? It's like,
Depends on which version
It's
you get.
red.
well, so
no,
I can't ask Jason because he's not around apparently. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what she's saying.
Decent, aren't they?
Well, like I said, Harbor Freight has like 3 different generator styles.
I was thinking about getting a dual fuel kind,
That's over $500.
either propane or gasoline.
If you're gonna, you're not gonna get that at Harbor Freight. They usually just have the gas powered ones.
Well, let me see.
Ours is a dual fuel.
Yeah, ours is a dual fuel.
Was yours a Harbor Freight?
Yeah.
Yep.
Was it the little green one, or was it the one of the bigger red ones?
Bigger red ones.
The Predator 9000.
Oh, okay. So that one, I believe that was the $500 or $600 generator. No, the $400 generator.
It's pretty good on fuel.
Is that the Predator one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got? Yeah, I think you remember. You said you got yours on sale or something.
Yes.
We got ours on serious sale.
And he was a member, and he got an extra discount.
Harbor Freight has sales like if you're a member, you got
Open box.
like weekly for Harbor Freight sales.
Yeah, but it was an open box sale.
Never been used.
Never been used.
How much did you guys pay for it?
I think everything's said and done. Under 700.
Under 7 with all the stuff.
They got one right now for $10.99.
And we've run the whole house on it before.
Here's the one I found.
Well, at least I have what?
Is that the one you guys got?
Yeah, that's I think that's their
Predator
small
5000?
model, large model.
9,000.
Ours is the 9000.
Okay. That would be this one.
At 227 pounds. Jeez.
Yep, that's the one.
That's got
But we got it out the door at like $750.
There's no way I could be able to afford anything like that.
We just got lucky.
There it is right there.
Everything just fell in place just right.
That's what the
I would change out those wheels for something a little bit more off-road.
Yeah, well, you're not going to be dragging that thing up the side of a mountain, so.
No. If you're going to have to carry it away from your encampment, for it won't be, people won't try to,
Now, it is still a dirty power generator.
It's a what?
It's still a dirty power generator.
What's that mean?
It's not pure sine wave.
Okay.
Yeah, the megahertz and everything's still fluctuating it.
I have no idea what that means, to be honest, and it confuses me when you talk about it. So
Basically,
I don't.
what he's saying is your motor's going to run it's kind of similar to like when your car sits there at idle. Sometimes it runs high, sometimes it runs low.
Okay.
That's probably about the easiest way I can explain it that would be comprehensible
Yes.
for non-techies like for those of us who don't know generators.
Yeah, it's not a constant 60 megahertz, so 60 pulses per second.
I still have no idea what that even refers to. I mean, you can say it, but I have no idea what it means.
Okay.
Bye, Pepper.
Night, Pepper.
Hi, Pepper. Love you. Live me?
US is 60 per second.
I think she lives me there, guys.
He's not listening.
Reverse. 60 times.
I still don't understand what that has to do with anything. That's my problem. I'm trying to make the connection. It doesn't make sense.
Well, when you find one to buy, ask somebody.
Oh, I'm going to ask you guys because I'm not
There
going
you
to buy
go.
one without asking people.
Figure out how to
I have no freaking clue. I figured buy a dual fuel. That way I could use whatever fuel I can find. And then, I'll have a backup generator just in case I need it.
The dual fuels do not run the way you think they do. Dual fuel is either gas or propane.
I know. There's a Champion one that I've been looking at that has an automatic switch over in case you run out of one, you can switch it switches over to the other.
Yeah.
But that's a Champion. I don't know much more than that.
Okay. For a amount of lengthy time.
I'm having trouble hearing you, Jason. You're like way far away, and my hearing's not the best.
Yeah, I know.
He's running on Molly speaker. So basically what he said is you do not want to run those, even though they're dual fuel, you do not want to run it on propane for any prolonged time because it will clog the nozzle.
Like I said, it's a backup.
Engine like gasoline does.
Yeah.
Too bad you can't get one to run off diesel.
You can get a diesel generator. They are not cheap.
No, a tri-fuel one.
Nope. Even I know that.
There's a difference between running gas and a diesel. That's a whole different beast of compression.
Diesel is a 19-to-1 compression. Gasoline is a 9-to-1 compression.
Can you imagine running it off of vegetable oil?
Essentially diesel.
Mm-hmm.
Or, well, what they would consider biodiesel.
If you can run a truck off of a biodiesel or a car off of biodiesel, a generator running off of biodiesel would probably work better anyway.
Well, that's if you have a diesel generator.
Yeah. No such thing
As a tri-fuel generator.
Oh, yeah, that's too bad though. But that would be a good. I mean, yeah, it would be like I said. It's a backup emergency thing at best. You can't travel with it; it's too heavy to lug around.
If you have a truck, it's not. But
Well,
it's
I do have a
to
truck.
get them in and out of the truck unless you got two people, because the generators, the bigger they get, the heavier.
The
they get.
heavier they are, yes, I understand that. And right now, I can't lift much of anything. But it's just an idea that I've always wanted one because I think they would be a good idea to have. But then again, I also thought a portable wind turbine would be a good idea too.
Yeah, except those are just about as expensive.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're a lot lighter than a generator.
Yeah, but they can only stand up to Oh, geez, so much wind force before they actually give out.
Right, they burn up. They can burn up. I know that.
Yeah, you can make one for literally less than $100.
A generator.
Well, an alternator and a couple in a plastic barrel. You can make one.
Alternator, and you get a radiator fan. And you
Plastic
just
barrel
mount
will
the
be
radiator
lighter
fan
and
the
get
alternator.
more air.
Remember, the more wattage you get, the more fuel you have to feed it.
Yep.
A wind turbine?
Generator.
Oh, we switched over to wind turbine.
The
Sorry.
more you got to feed it.
Well, still, wind turbine is still technically a wind generator, but yeah.
No, I've seen those portable ones that even Harbor Freight carries.
Yeah. Harbor Freight does actually have a small wind generator.
I mean, it wouldn't be like for long term, but even a short term one would be a better solution than you wouldn't hear it in the
I think
distance.
it's only like it's like between 8 and 15 watt output for that wind generator.
Let me take a look. I'm seeing if the one here in Des Moines has one.
Probably not.
Nope.
Yeah, for the most part, I usually don't trust those like small portable ones that they're like, oh, here, this is like $40. You can go stick this in the ground, but we're not going to give you any support cables, so you got to figure out how to keep the thing from falling over. You know, the best way to work a wind generator is you get that sucker about 2-3 feet off the top of your car, so the blade is just missing the top. You go about 3 to 5 inches where the blade just misses the top. Mount
Right.
that sucker to your car and drive. I'm dead on. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. You put 2 of those
They don't
on
carry
your
one
roof.
anymore.
Huh?
They don't carry wind turbines anymore.
Yeah, it depends on
used
the
to.
location.
I mean, there's a lot of places that do, but not. Harbor Freight used to carry them. I remember that, but not anymore. Walmart carries a small one, a 500 watt wind turbine for $137.
That's only good for like charging a battery. If you're lucky. And coming with solar power.
There's another one from Home Depot for $140.
My Home Depot actually does not have a wind generator. I've seen it at Harbor Freight. That's why I mentioned it.
Actually, the ones that I'm looking at right now, they've got 2 of them from Amazon that are the vertical wind turbines. They're not normal propeller style.
I have downtown on one of our parking structures. That thing has 2 wind turbines on them.
Look at this one.
Yep, it looks exactly like that. And there's like 4 of them downtown on this like one block, and they never move.
You can get them from 48 watts all the way up to 220.
Get them and eat your food.
But you'd still need the inverter and all the other stuff that go with it.
Yeah, it already comes with the charge controllers right
I
there.
won them off.
That's
Yeah, there's the charge control, but you still need the rest of it.
If you're hooking up to the grid, not really, but if you want to be off-grid, then yes, you're going to need the charge controller for the batteries, you're going to need the disconnect, you're going to need the batteries themselves. You're looking at a system that, despite that, how easy that system is, you're still going to be spending about $1,000 to maybe $1,500 to get it set up fully.
Yeah, there's
And
a
power inverter.
there's the charge inverter right there. And
Yeah, like I said, by the time you're all said and done, yeah, see that one right there off the left-hand side of the page, that first one, that little one,
right
that's
here,
kind of similar to what you can get off of the the other one.
this one.
The first one. That one right there is what you get similar to Harbor Freight will sell you something like that.
No, I checked. I checked the main website. They didn't say anything. But this one here, I like the look of this one.
Yeah, they're very slim.
Starting wind speed is 2 meters per second. That's actually not too bad.
Or miles a second. But yeah, the minute you get a good stiff breeze, that thing will kick in, but you're not going to generate more, maybe
Leave
1
that
or
food
2
alone.
watts.
Go lay down.
Well, there's what you said. You need the controller, you need the AC load, the inverter, storage battery. That way, you'd probably need like good 6 or 7 or even 8 marine deep cycle batteries or something like that. And those aren't cheap at all.
Yeah, no, those things are like $400 a piece.
Even used, they're hard to come by.
You do not use
Or you could rob the local bus stop.
Go to the local bus barn.
Bus stop. You know the solar bus stops?
Scooter.
I know this one guy. I heard this one guy on TikTok who
Yours.
bought a auto yard with all of these buses on it, and this some guy keeps on breaking in and stealing all the batteries.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because they're deep cycle batteries. Those are RV batteries.
Here's the thing: he doesn't disconnect them; he cuts them off, which makes the whole wiring system shot.
Yeah, you got to replace the whole wiring harness.
Yeah, and that's more expensive than just disconnecting it.
Well, the best way to stop that is to weld the hood shut.
Well, they know who does it, but they just can't catch him yet.
Yeah, you throw about 4 Dobermans out there, they'll catch him.
Oh, probably. Well, that's hard to. I'm sorry to hear that, Deb.
No, that's the cost sucks.
You said there's an ad.
Oh.
Well, let's see. Did we get a commercial?
I got a Shields commercial for ice fishing.
That's funny.
They caught it.
I got nothing. I didn't get one.
Oh, man, that thing had to be like that big.
Yep, definitely takes time to disconnect, and it is quicker to cut, but that depends on the battery cable.
Well, this guy went through 6 buses and took all their batteries.
Well, the thing is, even if you the batteries themselves aren't worth jack squat when they're used, but the lead cells inside of them.
I think the guy just stealing them to sell.
He is, and he's probably making about $50 off each battery.
I think I think they said he's a drug addict or something like that.
Yeah, crackheads.
Yeah,
They do stupid stuff like that.
but
you can
like
also
I said,
use the battery as a makeshift welder, but the problem is you have a high probability of shorting out your battery.
that would not be good. No, but if you just find enough of those deep cycle batteries, if it might take some time, but make yourself a little, I guess, power room. I guess I'm not sure what else you would call
Power
it.
bank.
Well, yeah, you
Battery
either have it
storage.
attached to your house or near, or at least next to it. Run your wind turbine up and only
9 o'clock.
a crack in your head. What? Blake, what are you saying?
Blake's being funny because I was talking about crackheads.
Oh,
He said he's had a crack in his head.
oh, okay.
Engine head.
Yeah, we usually
Yeah,
Blake. We
crackhead.
usually have 3 of those, and the center of it's usually right about there, right where that stupid little spot on your hat sits. That's
No,
why
it's like right there,
Soft spot.
right there.
No, soft spot's at the top of your head. That's why when when you're wearing your hat, and it's got that little bean on top, and you get whacked on it. It sucker hurts like Hades. Yeah.
Pepper left a while ago, Cecilia.
Okay, good night, Pepper, again.
I think she's going to head over to Harbor Freight in the morning, though.
Probably. Ooh, I want some of those bricks.
Ooh, ouch, Blake. I've heard people who had that happen when they get concussions and stuff. They hit their heads hard enough.
Yeah.
But the thing is, do you guys have enough wind where you're at, Molly, to get a wind turbine set up?
No, because we have tall trees that are a windbreak.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, you've obviously never been to Texas because Texas has tornadoes.
I've been there multiple times. That's where I went to basic training.
England.
What?
They have tornadoes in England.
Yes, they have tornadoes in England.
They had one yesterday.
Really?
Yep. In Manchester, of all places.
Oh, that's funny.
I wonder what they thought of that.
I wonder what they call it.
Oh shit.
A cyclone, probably.
Cyclone. No, that's Kansas.
No, cyclones are south of the equator.
But doesn't mean what they call it.
That's what they called it in The Wizard of Oz.
The twister.
What
A
is?
cyclone.
But the what was it? It was a movie I watched. They called it a cyclone, and I can't remember what it was. But I was watching Day After Tomorrow. They showed tornadoes in that one down in downtown Los Angeles. Who's squeaking?
Scooter.
Scooter. Squeak, squeaker.
He's not barking.
Squeaking.
It's not barking.
Squeaking, squeak, squeak, squeakity, squeak, squeak, squeak and squeak.
You don't get it. You know what squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaking means?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's it mean?
That's from the. Oh my god! Now I forgot the name of that stupid movie. Kronk. He's a scout, and he talks to the squirrels. Squeak, screeny, squeak, squeaking, squeaking, squeaker. Yeah, Emperor's New Groove. Yeah. That's
You know what I
Kronk
mean?
talking to the squirrels.
You
What's
put
it
your
say?
bullet high.
What does he say?
He wants it.
I don't remember, but I
It's
remember.
no, Cliff. It's hands off my nuts.
All right. Good night, Cecilia. Take care.
Nice, Cecilia.
Hey, Cecilia.
Thanks for coming.
See you Saturday. I will see you, Mandy,
Okay.
Saturday. She will not
No,
be here.
Mandy's. I didn't say that to Mandy. I'm sorry.
She said yesterday she wasn't going to be here. She's got her nephew over at the house, so she's going to be with him for the next few days.
Well, that's good. For
And
her.
then she would see us on
Is that
Saturday.
the one that does the race every year?
Don't know. She didn't specify which nephew.
I know she has one that he goes to the races every year, and she kept on missing it, but I think she was going to try to make it this year.
Possibly. I don't know. Ooh,
Because she is in her summer now.
I forgot to go to the gas station to see if my lottery ticket was a winner.
Well, if you win, more power to you.
If I win, I'm buying land. That's the first thing I'm doing is buying land. Actually, the first thing I'm doing is buying a cab from our shelf for my truck.
No, the first thing you're doing is picking yourself off the ground, realizing that you won.
No, see, I'm one of those like that will just be like, oh, cool, I won the lottery.
I would say contact a lawyer and a accountant once you figure out you win. Then don't say anything to anybody, not even us.
You'll all know because they'll put it in the news. It won't matter. Anytime somebody has won the lottery, it's been in the news. The reason why
In some states you can accept it anonymously. Iowa is not one of them, unfortunately.
Neither is New Mexico.
Texas
So
is.
if I happen to
If
win
you
it,
did win, like I said, more power to you.
everybody in my goddamn family is going to be like, "Oh, can I get some money?" No, you cannot.
It's
You got more money
incorporated. You
than I
can't
do.
touch
You
it.
had more money.
Huh?
I'm just saying, everybody. If I won the lottery, everyone in my family found out, they're gonna be asking me for money. I'm gonna be like, no. I got lucky and won the lottery. Yeah, no. I'm almost empty, you fart.
Doesn't matter.
I technically just swigged out in one go. But
So, which means I got the first one and the last one.
not really. I could technically have another, but then I'd have to go buy more Red Bull. I'm actually almost out. I got one more left.
Nah, save your Red Bull. You'll need it for your stream.
I'll just go buy another pack tomorrow or Saturday after work.
I've never really liked Red Bull. I've tried it. I just can't handle it.
I'm fine with Red Bull if it's mixed or if I drink it with a full stomach. If I drink this stuff on an empty stomach, it will make me sick.
I got a whole case of it once. No, 2 cases of it, and I gave it away. They gave it to me. I gave it away to everybody else. I tried drinking one. I ended up throwing it away. That's true. That's a good idea. Though I'm not sure. I think Cliff would definitely be building a cabin.
I'd be buying probably about 100 acre. I'd probably be buying about 50 acres out in the mountains.
No, I mean having a log home built.
No,
No?
I would put a cabin out there, but I ain't doing a log home.
Why not?
Well, I'm in the middle of the woods and I have millions of dollars. I'm gonna put an actual house the hell out there. I'm gonna be the only one in the middle of nowhere in the mountains with an actual house.
I would go with the long home due to the fact that you will be in the mountains, which means there's going to be severe weather, and those things can withstand a lot.
I'd put a bunker. To be dead honest, if I had that amount of money,
You could
and I
do
had
both.
property, I'd do a bunker.
You can do both, technically.
Hobbit houses.
Oh my God, Hobbit houses. Jenny would be knocking on their door really quick if that
If
was
she
true.
can find it.
Right.
You know what we would really have to do, Cliff? Just ask.
Oh yeah, I mean I would tell you guys, but if you came looking for me, you ain't gonna find me out in the bush.
I would, because I just ask you and you say, sure, here's how I get here, and then that would be it.
I'd be like on some obscure dirt road that you have to drive for like 15, 20 minutes just to get to the like property.
I would say an hour. Because if you have to drive for an hour just to get to the property, then people will get discouraged before you even get there.
30 minutes in, where is this guy at? No, I'm turning it.
No, it's right there, right past the second rock on the right.
Yeah, you're in the mountains. Good luck on that one. Second rock on the right. You're going to be driving in circles all day long. One thing I would have, though, is I would have a fuel station. Because I know a lot of people out in the bush or out in the mountains that they actually have gas tank reserves. So they actually have.
They used to do that here in Iowa for the tractors and stuff.
Yep.
So they
they'll
had
bring
one
out
up
a tanker.
in Milo.
They'll bring out a tanker. They'll fill your tank for a huge premium because they have to drive all that shit out into the mountains.
You could have like a 15,000 gallon tank there just for fuel.
Honestly,
It would go bad.
No,
yeah,
with
you're not going to need that much.
But just enough to make it through the week. Either a winter time if you're using it for fuel for your generator or whatever you're using to heat your house.
1,000 gallons is about all you're going to need.
Yeah.
Because when I lived in Denver, my grandma's property, which she technically rented from the gentleman that owned it, who owned all of the farm property that was around her. He had one of those. He had an actual gas pump tank. It's basically like your standard,
gas station pump.
That
no,
one's
it was literally like a propane tank modified as a gas tank.
Right.
And every month or so, that the fuel guy would come down there and he would refill it for a premium. And that's what they would use for the tractors, his truck, whatever the hell else he wanted to use for it.
Well, they had when I was at in Milo, they had the two elevated diesel tanks that were up on the stands for the tractors and stuff, but that's about it.
Yeah, almost every farmland, if you drive to an actual farmland, they'll have a fuel tank. They'll have a fuel station.
Yeah, in Iowa, that's pretty common.
It's common in a lot.
Because there's no way you're going down to the local gas station in a combine.
Yeah. Well, see, that's again, a lot of that stuff you're going to have. They'll have two of them. They'll have one for diesel, which will probably be like a 2,000 or 3,000 gallon tank. Because them tractors are going to burn through diesel like nobody's business.
Yeah, especially when you have thousands of acres of like farmland like we do here.
Yeah, and you got a combine, you got your tractor, you got your harvester, you have your freaking baler, you have whatever else. You're going to have 8 vehicles out there that take diesel.
Something to bail up the corn stalks after you're gone through them.
Yeah, well, actually, the corn stalks, they don't even bale those. They just mulch them.
They do bale those. Here in Iowa, they do. They harvest the corn, then they bale the stalks.
That's weird. Why would they bale the stalks? Because the stalks you usually just mulch, and then when you're done, you just plow them into the ground.
Well, but not everybody does. But there are a few people who do bale the actual corn stalks.
Because I know you can buy like stacks of corn stalks for Halloween. I've seen them bundled, but I've never understood why people use corn stalks for like Halloween decorations. I mean, to me, it just seems weird.
Yeah, they look like regular round bales, but they're made of corn stalks.
That would take so much longer to biodegrade or break down in a garden than an actual, like your like wheat stalks or your like flour or whatever, grass wheat or wheat whatever.
I think people use them to sell to people who need more organic fertilizer stuff because they can be mixed and mulched into whatever soil you have to help increase the nitrates in them or something.
Yeah, the nitrogen levels of your it basically just gives it a softer soil and gives you more microbes to deal with your soil levels.
Yes, they said if you don't do the mulching thing like you were mentioning earlier, then you would have to add more fertilizer. But this stuff here, I mean, for those people who already have a bunch, they sell like 2 or 3 of those big round bales to people, and they helps them get extra income.
Do you know how much a round bale costs?
Nope. I'm gonna find out though.
$300. Your standard 2x2 by, I think it's 2x2 by 3 hay bale is usually anywhere between, depending on location, anywhere between $8 to $12. You get the large bales, which is usually about $12 to $15 or $12 to $18.
It's $23 to $59 per ton.
Yeah, and a round bale.
That's what I'm talking about.
They're expensive
because they're harder on the equipment to bale. Like instead of like hay would be like a big giant round hay bale. Same thing, same machines, but they using them for corn stalks is harder on the machines, is what they said.
Well,
but yeah, you knew that already. I did,
like
but
3 times thicker.
Yep. Sorry.
Colan yawned.
Yes, I did. Who yawned first though? So I didn't yawn first.
Me in the beginning, but like I've stopped yawning ever like since.
Okay, give me a second.
Well, I don't know if it's worth it for me to get another drink. We only got 15 minutes left, give or take, before Colan.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go about 15 more minutes and I'm done. But thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. And we got some interesting information out, which is really cool.
Yeah.
We helped Pepper, which is also cool. Love helping her. It's one of my things. Hopefully she comes back from Arizona sometime soon. I don't know whether she's on her way out or back because she just goes walkabout. She didn't even contact you. She asked me for your number.
Yeah, no, it's really funny. Is about 30 minutes into the stream, she's like, "Did my dad give you my number?" I was like, "Yes." I was at 7:30.
Just give her a call and let her see. If she's
No, sorry, that one was for my boss. He just messaged me. That I gotta read. Let's see. What do I got? Stupid.
You're off for the next 3 days.
4 pizzas? Only 4?
What do you mean 4 pizzas? What do you think you are? The Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, it's probably an order for in the morning, but
hey, Blake, if you're still here, let me know how your electronic hand warmer works. I know you said you know how it works, but I'm not sure if you've used it or needed to. Uh-oh. I got something on my little notification that says, breaking news, unfolding now. What's that mean? I have no idea.
I mean, somebody opened a newspaper.
Maine's top election official, please forgive me for being political temporarily. Maine's top election official rules Trump ineligible for 2024 primary ballot.
That means his ass got smacked by the last ballot, the last ruling that they needed one more state to basically kick him off the
ballot.
Off the eligibility ballot. So yeah, he can no longer be. At this point, he is now no longer physically
Able
able
to-
to ever apply as a president ever again.
Yep. So that's all as far as political I'm going to go. But I don't know if Blake's still here. He didn't answer anything.
God dang, I can't even spell, dude. What the heck?
Hey, Molly, how cold does it get there?
It's supposed to be 29 tonight.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Blake, I was talking to you. I was wondering about, have you used your electronic hand warmer, and how well does it work for you? The price, I understand. You already explained that. I've seen it. I'm just curious. What's the temperature there, Cliff?
Say what?
Temperature.
Currently, well, in my room it's almost 70. In my greenhouse, it's currently 57 because I've got the heater cranked up. Give me a second to go. According to this, 36, but we'll see what a 2-minute difference in reset tells me.
We're at 34 here right now.
Yeah, 36.
Trump
so-
is off the ballot. It's 32 here. Hey, Lori.
It's supposed to drop to like 20 degrees or 22 degrees tonight.
It's
24.
32 at the moment. I'm not sure. I got to check to see what it's going to be later. So give me a second here.
Yeah, essentially it's going to be basically every night this week is going to be a freezing temperature.
My computer says 32. My the weather.com says 34. But it also depends on where they're taking the temperatures at.
Right.
If they're taking it out the airport, it's going to read a lot different than in town.
I think the airport here is at an elevation of maybe like 100 feet. So, yeah, it's pretty much going to be the same.
Let's see.
Well, that's where they take a lot of the weather temperatures is from the airport.
It's going to get down to 29 tomorrow morning. By the time we get up and ready to go, it's going to be 30 degrees. And it's going to drop from there. But there's a spot on the outside of town. See if I can remember it. Out that way. That when we drip down into the little valley, the temperature drops 2 degrees. Cliff, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You look like you had a headache there for a second.
No, I'm just holding my head so I don't fall over. Just making sure I have. Oops. That was the wrong ass button. Let's try that again.
Yeah, Maine ruled him that he's ineligible. So he was. That's as far as we're going to go political wise. Actually, there was a person that heard them talking, and I thought they were really, really cool, but I can't remember their name at the moment.
Hi, CR.
Hey, CR. Better late than never.
CR.
By the way, CR, you miss it. He had 5 bottles of Jaeger and 6 cans of Red Bull.
God, if I had 5 bottles of Jaeger and 6, you wouldn't even be seeing me up here. I'd be laying on the floor far from the.
You had.
Well, yeah, over the course of like the last 2 months, maybe.
By the way, CR, do you use a hand warmer?
I believe he does, as a matter of fact.
And do you use the electric kind? Do you use the hot hand style? Do you use the electronic style? If you do, which one and why?
Blake says only in 2 states.
No, it's basically going to end up as being a Supreme Court ruling. So regardless,
I don't want him back. That's my personal opinion. I'm going to leave it at
I don't
that.
want him back either.
CR doesn't miss drinking.
Well, you going to answer the question about the hand warmers?
Sierra doesn't miss drinking, but you have to drink water, dude, even if you're in Canada.
I drank a bottle and a half of water, and when I say that, it's a 32-ounce water bottle, my Nalgene bottle, plus half of another. plus a whole soda, plus.
Do not say the word Pepsi and the white beverage together, because that just every time that makes my stomach curdle.
What?
Mine's a gold beverage.
Water
Gatorade?
only. Mine was water and then Pepsi at break only. But water went everywhere else. I actually have to drink more water for one reason, because my new medication is a diuretic for my heart. So I have to drink more water. What's the power level on your electronic, Lori? Blake's is 5,000, or I think, milliamps. He's got the Ozark Trail version. This one here is the Johnny, classic hand warmer there, but I got a knockoff Korean one with a star.
I don't know. They got hot. They get hot.
These
hand warmers, whatever one.
I don't know. They get hot.
These get hot. I was gonna get a little. I can find canvas bags anywhere to put these in, but just as long as you have the proper fuel. Some kind of lighter fuel.
Yeah, what's up with that, CR? Like, Canada has, like, the driest winter season so far.
It's not even cold enough to use.
Well,
yeah, the majority of Canada has no snow right now.
Which is rare.
It's at the bottom of the device, Lori. But I do, like Blake said, you could use them as a charger for your phone if you need to.
Oh, some of them. The newer ones, yes, not the older ones.
Yeah.
Right.
But, unless it has like a 10 to 20,000 milliamp capacity, I wouldn't think it would be worth it, to be honest. It's like using my Anchor battery for...
I was going to say, you take an Anchor battery and you just recharge the thing. But here's the problem with that. So you have a 10,000 milliamp battery, okay? You need at least a 50,000 milliamp Anchor battery in order to make that thing worth a shite. Because if you have a 10,000 milliamp Anchor battery, you're going to charge that hand warmer one time, and both units are going to be dead.
Well, mine's a 20,000 milliamp.
You'll be able to charge that twice. So you'll be able to use that hand warmer 3 times, and then after that, both units will be dead.
As long as you charge up the hand warmer first before you use the hand warmer.
That's what I'm saying. You'll get 3 uses out of it.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's done. You'll have to have some sort of external charge.
You said hers is just a hand warmer, nothing else. What brand is it, Lori?
She uses it for football games.
Oh, yeah. I had another one somewhere. I just got to remember where I put it.
Yeah, don't have hand warmers down here because usually most of the time I can wear like a pair of like cotton knit gloves and I'm fine. I actually do not physically own a pair of winter gloves. I've bought some for my mom. I've bought some for my dad. I don't use them because I usually don't get that cold.
I get my hands are warmer in mittens.
Yeah, see, I have neither. I have the only thing I own is a pair of biking gloves, or I have those like $2 gloves from Harbor Freight.
Oh yeah,
like rubber coated ones. If anything, I'll just wear those because at least the bottom half of the glove
I'm not sure about the brand, but it splits in 2.
I got a pair of them over here. Actually, no, I think I put them in my truck. I usually have like 3 or 4 pairs of those because they're so cheap. I just buy a whole bunch. And then when one dies, I get another pair. Whatever you do, do not buy the bags, the 6-pack of the blue ones that have the blue rubber coating on them. All those things are worthless.
I feel so mad that I can't find that other bag. I just used it the other day.
She got hers. Lori got hers off of Amazon.
Okay. No, but I had both this one and the other one together. Now I can't find the other one.
Blah. I just you on
I
them.
tested them both, and they both work. So I haven't tested this one yet, though.
You still have the one that runs off those little charcoal sticks?
We have the charcoal sticks. We don't actually have the charger for it. The ones from Kmart. I still got the fuel sources for those.
You
But
should
I don't
actually see
know.
how long one of those sticks lasts.
I have no idea. I'm not even sure if they make the chargers anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. Bust out a cast iron pan,
Um,
light the thing on fire, and then see how long that sucker lasts. Because those sticks may or may not last an hour. They might last 30 minutes. They might last 2 or 3 hours. Who knows?
Do you know?
What?
The stick hand warmers? The stick?
Here they are.
Last?
Oh,
Here, check.
hours, 3 hours.
They last 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
Here's one from Celsius Long Lasting Warmth. That's the same fuel rods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what we have.
And there's the fuel. Here's the fuel ones that I've
About
got.
2 to
These
3
right here.
hours is the length of how long that'll
I
burn.
have them somewhere in a box.
Okay. It doesn't. Come on, it doesn't say.
I got fuel sticks somewhere here too. That's good. There they are.
I'm not seeing any information about it, but how long it lasts.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. Don't look for the info. I told you. Get one of those sticks, get a cast iron pan, set it down somewhere, and light the thing and see how long it lasts.
Let's see if anybody has any information on the info. Like how long does it last?
Jason says 2 to 3 hours, according to what he's used.
That sticks last about 2.5 hours. They're not exactly odorless either, he says.
Tiny got an Expedia commercial, apparently.
Oh, I didn't realize it. Oh, it is that time, isn't it? Let's see what mine is.
HOTWIRE, hotwire.com.
You got Hotwire?
I don't have commercials.
I got Cooper Tires. It says
Keep telling
video
me that.
place.
I have not gotten a commercial in like 8 years.
Cliff, you'd like this one. Final Fantasy 14.
Eh.
Quiet.
When they
Jenny
redo
loves
Final Fantasy
Final
11 for the next PlayStation system, I'll get that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, if it was cold there, CR, which I know it's not, do you actually have the hand warmers?
Right back. Oh.
And if you do, what kind do you use? You use the hot hands version, the electronic version, the fuel version, the fuel stick version. Like there's like 4 or 5 different versions apparently. But I've got the fuel for them. I just don't have the actual hand warmer for it. But apparently, Jason and Molly do.
Yes.
Now, how much do the fuel rods pretty much last? I mean, how much they cost?
We got it like 20 plus years ago.
Okay. You don't have the fuel sticks anymore, huh?
We still got the fuel sticks
Yeah, somewhere in a box.
Somewhere in a box. It's still now. How do you light it? Just like a lighter?
Hello?
What?
How do you light them?
With a lighter?
Oh, okay. I wasn't
Same way you
sure.
light charcoal? Because basically all it is a charcoal stick.
It's 32 here as well. But I think it was cold out today, and I just thought let's do something about hand warmers. We have never done those. But I do know that you can put these in your socks, put them in your gloves, and they do make gloves that actually hold things like this. And then there's the newer ones that have the little self-adhesive backing that you just slap onto your clothes or whatever. But that's what the outdoor boy one guy
Now,
did.
you get those Russian warmer mitts. It's like a freaking fuzzy sleeve that's usually about 1.5 feet long. You just stick your hands in there, and they usually have.
Oh, it's a
hammer.
muff.
My
muff.
friend, I have a friend of mine who she makes muffs.
A man's muff.
Man's
She
muff.
makes them. She sells them at fair, especially in the wintertime. She sells them. She sells out of them. She can make about 32 and be sold out in a single day.
Nice.
As Molly likes to say, Jason is her body warmer.
Yes.
I may or may not be back when you end the stream, but yeah, I definitely have to go water a bush like really bad.
I think now is a good time as any, Cliff. So
All right, then I'll wait.
I'm gonna end up right now.
Because
Okay.
I need to put my feet up anyway.
I drank all of that lemonade, and yeah, it's pretty much going through me.
By the way, lemonade does make a good diffuser for light to make it bright.
It really does.
So we're going to say goodnight here, folks. Thank you all for coming. I love you all. And I will catch you on Saturday on Cliff's channel.
Yup.
Yes.
So we're going to say, I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And
Auf Wiedersehen.
hasta luego.
Later, guys.